In terms of anime, though, I watched a few things this week that were outside of our weeklies. I finished Megalo Box. I'd started a long time ago and just like fell off midway through. It's really good. It's just Mike Tyson's knockout with extra steps. It's great.
Hell yeah.
It feels like this is the most spiritually successive show to Cowboy Bebop that I've ever watched. It has nothing to do with Cowboy Bebop. It doesn't like visually. It's kind of similar, I guess. It's not even like it's not space western. Kind of maybe has some of those westerny vibes, but it just feels like it watching it, and it's good. I have not watched Nomad, which is the second season, which is supposed to be really good too. So I will probably watch that this coming week, I hope. I watched Carbonara of the Iron Pizza Pasta.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, it is pretty okay. It like, because I remember when it came out, I had watched a couple episodes and just stopped. It feels like a really good, like someone saw the first couple seasons of Attack on Titan, was like, we just need a short show to shove in between that people will watch, because it feels kind of like it. But yeah, it's a little different. It's good. Steampunk train zombie shogunate thing, or like Train to Busan but old. Pretty good.
Attack on Titan and Snowpiercer.
Yeah. Attack on Titan piercing snow man zombie. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's pretty okay. I haven't given it a score. Yeah, I'd say it's 6 or 7.
The fight scenes are really good.
Yeah,
which is when they stopped doing fight scenes, I lost interest.
Yeah, they like. There's a certain point that I'd say it's probably about halfway through, maybe slightly earlier, where it gets less interesting.
That's probably where I'm at. I'm really bored.
And it's not like great, because they try to go for like some weird political intrigue stuff, and it doesn't really turn out great. And they don't necessarily introduce new Carbonari, or whatever the zombies are called, because they have something else, different name. Huh?
Kavari? Aren't they Kavari?
Yeah, Kapari.
And then the Kabanari are the
like half-bloods. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they don't really introduce any new ones, like, because they do it with the sword guy at first, and you're like, oh shit, that's cool as hell. But then it's just like, oh, it's a big blob of zombie, and you're like, what? That's kind of dumb. Doesn't look great. It still has some good fights towards the end, but yeah, it's the first portion of it. I think is better than the end of it. I watched episodes 1 through 7 of Zombieland Saga, which is the zombie idol anime.
Yeah, zombie idols, bro.
It is hilarious. Like,
remember I started it.
It is like, it's not as good in terms of like its English dub being the superior version for the West as like Kaguya-sama or something, but it's real close. We get to see Truck-kun be super fucking brutal. I'm not gonna lie, like I've seen that scene in other things, so I knew it was gonna happen. When it happened, I still laughed like super hard. It's like, yeah, it was good. The different types of music at the beginning were really interesting, like that they did the metal show. I did not appreciate the sound effects of like their necks snapping every time they headbanged. I was like, I can get this joke, but the sound is actually kind of painful to listen to. Really weird that Mappa did this, and then like a couple of years later was like Attack on Titan. It's like, what? What? How? Who? The one thing I will say that is a little weird, I guess two things. The songs being in Japanese does not bother me, because that makes sense. But there's like early, I think it's like episode 3, maybe 3 or 4. They have a rapping scene, and it's in Japanese, but it's like very implicit to what is happening, but there's no subtitles for it. So you're just like, I don't know what's happening, but this is important dialogue apparently. And the weird CGI dancing. It's not as distracting as other things, but kind of feels like, did you just like not have the budget to 2D this? Because some of it is done in 2D and other parts are 3D. It's really weird. But yeah, overall, really fun show. I'm looking forward to finishing that this week. I want to hope that there's more than just one season. I've not checked, so it's really good. And then I started something called Dragon Pilot. I watched the first 3 episodes of it. It is effectively how to train your state-of-the-art F-15J air superiority fighter. Dragons are disguised as airplane. You pilot dragon from inside. That's how it works. Kind of weird.
That's how it worked.
But that's how it works. The dragon looks kind of dopey, but it fits the art style, so it's pretty okay. There's one scene where like the main character feels kind of shitty about something. I don't even remember what it was. And this guy like tries to go make her feel better, and the entire time he's just vaping. And I'm just like, what is this?
Sounds like real life.
Yeah, it's just like, I didn't know I needed this level of realism. This is kind of funny. It's a pretty funny show. It's got some moments. It is what will spur part of our later discussion about things I want to see more in anime. It's airplane. I want aircraft.
More aircraft.
Yeah. Yeah. The only other thing.
Cody wants Ace Combat the anime.
You say that? I literally recorded a video yesterday about why we did today's combat video.
Did you really?
Anime. We need it. The story's already anime. Why is this not a thing?
Top Gun anime.
Bro. If they made a Top Gun spin-off anime, I'd be down.
Did you see the new movie?
No, but I've heard it's really good.